What's up, YouTube? It's your girl KYP561 coming in to talk to you all about tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So let's go ahead and get on into it. It picks up where it left off week before last, where we saw Scrap going into the courthouse to face his judgment. We saw that he had a lot of supporters there. Of course, his mom and his brother was there, and I guess it was like some more family members or whatever. Because once again, they did tell him that there is a chance that they're gonna go ahead and take you into custody. Once they give you your sentence or whatever. So everybody was there to show him support. Then they panned the cameras to Tiara. I don't know where she was going. It shows she was like dropping the kids. I don't know. You know, they try and make this shit as dramatic as they possibly can. You know, to get all our feelings and emotions and shit going or whatever. But you know, I already just spoke about that. So she did say that King doesn't necessarily understand 100% what's going on, but he does understand, or he does know that his dad is going to be going away for a long time. He's not going to see him tomorrow or the day after or the day after. But she did say that she will make sure that she knows that every day that Scrap is away, that King will know that, you know, his dad loves him and always has or whatever. So she didn't say whether or not she will be letting King go visit Scrap in jail, but once again, those are decisions that should be left up to the mother. I mean, I can't judge her one way or the other. I can only let you know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. And then of course they did pan over to Tommy, which she wasn't in this episode at all except for this little clip where she basically done been drinking herself to death, talking about, you know, she's stressed out because of this, and you know, he's gone now, but hopefully while he's away, he's going to realize that she was the best thing that ever happened to him, and he's going to come running back to her once he gets out, but she don't know if she's going to be there waiting. First of all, ma'am, this man just got sentenced to prison time. To be honest with you, you're going to be the last bitch that's on his mind, let alone the fact that we done found out that y'all motherfuckers wasn't even never in no damn relationship. This was just some shit that y'all did for a storyline. And I completely remember saying in one of my videos about this season that if y'all motherfuckers didn't have no storyline going on, I said this about KK, but now I see it applies to your ass too. If y'all motherfuckers didn't have no storyline, bitch, wait until you get some shit going on before you go sign up to be on this damn show, instead of making some shit, like completely making some shit up. Because from my understanding, y'all motherfuckers weren't never in no relationship. So, you know, Mona, this is the type of shit that make a bitch don't want to, you know, too much play into this show so much, because not only do you be telling lies for the sake of a storyline, you do a piss poor ass job of keeping this shit a secret so the public don't know that this shit's a damn lie. You let these motherfuckers just run amok all on social media and shit. I don't understand why you ain't got some type of contract or what that shit called, non-disclosure clause or some shit. Put these contracts to where these people can't just be going out on social media putting updated fucking information all out for a bitch to grab wind to. Like, that shit crazy. So anyway, child, on from that. Then they got old irrelevant ass Carly Red. I don't even know why the fuck she even had to pan in on this shit. But you know, she go on her little spiel about how she gonna miss him, and she's glad that she gained a friend and glad that he gave her his heart, child. He ain't gave you his heart, he gave you something else, but it damn sure wasn't his heart, child. So you can miss me with that bullshit too. I don't even know why. I don't even know. I guess they had to give y'all some type of camera time, so this was the only way that they could fit it in. So that was that. So then, so we go back over here to the court or whatever. They call his name up. He goes up there or whatever, and you know, he says that he is willing to accept his punishment. He just you know, he's asking for leniency or whatever, because he does understand that the charge carries a sentence between a minimum of 5 years and a maximum of 30 years. You know, then of course he wants to go in there talking about, you know, how he has 2 young sons and he's a great father and this and that. But I done already gave y'all my opinion on that being a great parent shit, whether it's a great father or a great mother. I done already gave you my opinion on that. So, whatever. So, child, that judge said I'm going to be as lenient with you or with this sentence as I possibly can. And that motherfucker said, I sentence you to 20 years. Now, I almost died. When I tell you my mouth like dropped, I was like, 20 fucking years? Because I had heard on another video earlier that he had a 20-year sentence. But I believe he only has to do 5 years incarcerated. If I'm correct, he would only have to do 5 years actually in prison, and then once he gets out after those 5 years, he'll have to do the remaining 15 on probation. I think that's right. If it ain't, y'all let me know. But I think that's right. But anyway, child, that's a long ass time. Especially 15 years for a bitch to be on probation. You got to really have your life right, honey. Because the niggas that I know that done been in jail, them motherfuckers don't even be out 15 minutes before they be right back, doing the same shit that they was doing, child. So I hope that he, has really learned his lesson and he's prepared to walk straight and narrow when he get out. Because 15 years, honey, that's a long time to keep your nose clean when you been about that life, child. I ain't saying that it can't be done, but I just hope that in his case that he looks at this as dodging a bullet, because they could have just told his ass, go ahead and get these full 20 years. Your ass gonna do it here, incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I understand, like I've been saying before, this wasn't just no little fuck ass weed charge that he caught with, like a bag or two or whatever. They say this motherfucker had like thousands of pounds of weed. Y'all motherfuckers, child, I don't know. Child, then we go over here to Mimi house. Honey, Stevie is walking around this woman's house with his drawers on, child. He just, just out for the world to see, honey. So he come scooting his ass up in the kitchen. Mimi in there, whatever. They having a little conversation. So Mimi's still on this shit with these two babies or whatever. And she said that she done did her some research and she done found out that this one chick that she had known about from a couple years ago, she found out that she's in North Carolina, and she feels like they should take a trip to go and see her. Once again, Mimi, bitch, you doing too much. Okay, you doing too fucking much. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know. Let me see what else she had going on. Oh yeah, and then she said that she misses Chris. Some old bullshit. Now she's saying that her and Chris wasn't meant to be. But child, that was a far cry from that tune that you were singing when you first introduced us to Chris. Because honey, you were talking about how that's your boo. You feel like this is, this is it. She's the right one. Y'all gonna be happy. Da 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 da. And now all of a sudden you talking about, you just gotta face it that y'all wasn't meant to be, and child, whatever, honey. But like I said, I still don't understand why she's so damn concerned, honey. I don't know. But anyway, she gonna get the answers that she's looking for later on, child. So now you got Mama D down here. She done went and stalked out Betty Idol down at the studio, at the dance studio, child. I don't know what Betty Idol doing, but whatever. Okay. For some reason, Betty Idol looked a lot better to me tonight. I mean, she wasn't never no ugly chick, but for some reason, I don't know, maybe because she wasn't so extra in this scene. She looked a lot better to me. She was kind of giving me Princess Love tease from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Ray J, old girl. She was kind of putting me in the mind of her a little bit. But anyway, child, Mama D comes scooting her ass up in there, whatever. And when old girl was done doing her dance practice, her little two-step. Oh, excuse me, y'all, I'm tired. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, after she got finished doing her little two-step or whatever, she came over there. And so Mama D, now she decides, oh, she's so pretty, blah, blah, blah. This is who my son should be with. Now, on one hand, you telling him that he need to be single and play the field. And now, on the other hand, you want him to be with Betty. I think your issue is you want this motherfucker to be with anybody but Bam. I think that's what the bottom line is. But anyway, she went to asking old girl, what happened between them two, because he had mentioned he had mentioned Betty Idol to Mama D or whatever. Now all of a sudden she see that, they ain't vibing no more, so she want to know what happened. Just basically not minding her goddamn business. So Betty Idol pulls out another damn video. Betty Idol, let me fucking find out that your ass is fucking transgender. Because, bitch, you be really holding the torch. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, I understand that you are a supporter and an advocate. But it seems to me like you make it your business to try and keep this shit going. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to touch on that a little bit later. I still need to find my wording to make sure that I don't come across offensive to anybody. But I'm gonna get on that a little bit later. So anyway, Mama D go to holler about, oh, I didn't raise him like that, and I'm definitely gonna have a talk with him, and blah 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 blah. Once again, Mama D, Scrappy is over 30 years old. I think he like 31, 32, maybe 33 years old. You don't need to be checking him about nothing that he says or does or whatever. But once again, motherfucker, you need to be minding your goddamn business. You know. So anyway, that was that. Oh, child, Mama D told Betty. Mama D told Betty Idle, honey, if I'd have known you back in my pimping days, honey, I'd have put your ass on the stroll. I said, how you just tell somebody some shit like that? Now, you could have thought it all day. But how you just tell somebody some shit like that, Mama D? Child, I guess, honey. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, and I done talked about this a couple of seasons ago. I don't even know if it was for ATL. It could have been for either one of these motherfuckers, but I'm going to need these people to stop getting in these confessionals and be trying to do so much till they just be sounding crazy or whatever. Mama D in here talking about, oh, the palace is on fire. The palace is on fire. Scrappy around here offending people, and I did not raise him like that. That what them motherfuckers say? How dare my son does this? Child, stay in your lane with these words, honey. Stop trying to act like you so over here when we know where you at, Mama D. Okay, stop that shit. But yeah, that was just too funny. Then she also made a statement to Betty Idle, basically saying that people need to be responsible for. People need to be responsible for their words. Okay, well, people do need to be responsible for their words. So if you're going to let somebody be responsible for their words, stop trying to get them to change their words. You know what I'm saying? But Scrappy, let y'all asses know, yeah, that's what I said and I meant that. You know what I'm saying? So how do you expect for him to be responsible for the words when you're trying to get him to apologize or to reword it so that he don't offend nobody? You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that's not holding somebody accountable for their words. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, child. So then we get back over here to Mimi or whatever. She started going off. I think they on their way to North Carolina or whatever. So she's in her confessional and she's basically saying that she wants to get to the bottom of this shit, because if he got 2 babies out there, she's going to be done with him, because she's never put him on child support for Eva, because she's always been the one to handle things on her own. Now, I don't know what the fuck that means. So does that mean that you didn't put him on child support and you didn't hold him responsible for anything when it came to Eva? I ain't understanding what you're saying on that. But anyway, she's saying that if these other 2 chicks got him on child support, she's gonna be done. Listen, you didn't put that man on child support. That was your choice not to do that. You can't get mad because another bitch chose another route. Like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, child, once again, I don't understand why you care, but whatever. So they gets to this woman's house. She gets to the door. And, of course, she had this shocked look on her face. So I said, so you trying to tell me y'all motherfuckers done drove all the way from Georgia to a whole nother state, and this motherfucker don't know y'all coming. Y'all just going to show up at this woman's door in a whole nother state. Get the fuck out of here. So anyway, I did notice that Stevie says, hi, my name is Stevie. And she says, I know who you are. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. But I said, okay, you know, I understand they be trying to act and do impromptu, or what they call it, improvisations. I think that's the word that I'm looking for. Y'all know what I mean. They be trying to do, you know, impromptu shit. So I'm whatever, child, I guess. So anyway, honey, Mimi, they go in there, they sit down. Stevie starts to talk, but then Mimi talking about, no, let me talk, blah, blah, blah. So she goes on talking. That girl said, well, if you come here to talk to me about this baby, I don't need to be talking to you. He needs to be talking to me. I said, bitch, I know that's right. So Stevie was like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? I'll talk, da-da-da. So they come to find out, not only do this motherfucker ain't got no child with Stevie, this motherfucker said she don't even know him. So I said, that's why the motherfucker introduced himself, because the bitch didn't know who the fuck she was. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So this motherfucker talking about that was the only way that she can get noticed by him, because she's talented and she feels like she should be well within her career now. And it's not fair that the Kardashians get famous off the sex tape. Mimi got famous off the sex tape. Mimi didn't necessarily get famous off that sex tape, because we already knew who dumbass Mimi was. Mimi, when she did that sex tape, that just made her more of a dummy in our eyes. Like, that didn't just turn us on to who the fuck Mimi was, because had Mimi released that sex tape without being on Love and Hip Hop, we would have known nothing about it. Okay, so she can't say Mimi got famous off of that. Okay, so then, you know, they exchange. Then Mimi gets pissed off about that. They exchange words and this and that. Mimi talking about, you need to hire a trainer, which... But at the same time, it is so funny to me how the first thing people do is just attack somebody's looks or whatever, but you don't want a bitch to say nothing to you. Like, it ain't like she lied about the sex tape. Yeah, she might have lied about knowing Stevie and having a baby from him, but bitch, you did do a sex tape. So why you mad? You can't get mad because the bitch brought the shit up, but whatever, child. So, then, let me see, we roll back over here to Mama D. Now she meeting up with Scrappy. She want to talk to Scrappy about her meeting up with Betty Idol, this and that, and the other. Now, she tells Scrappy that she thinks that he needs to meet up with Betty Idol and he needs to apologize. And Scrappy said, hell no. And I was totally here for it. Because, for one, Scrappy didn't say anything about Betty Idol per se. He didn't even say any damn thing about D. Smith per se. He stated his position, because it is true. A lot of these niggas be so thirsty to, you know, have a bitch on their arm, or, you know, thinking that they finna get some ass for the night, or whatever the case may be. A lot of times these motherfuckers end up going home with transgenders. Okay, sometimes they know it, and sometimes they don't know it. You know, so he said, bitch, I'm not finna get caught up in that bullshit. If you approach me, or, you know, if we talking like that on that level, these days, I'm gonna need to see some proof that you was born a woman. You can't get mad at that man for his fucking opinion. You can't get mad at that, regardless of what the delivery was, because they did show the actual video. Okay, but we know Scrappy, bitch. We know he's a product of Mama D. Okay, so, you know, I don't understand. Once again, why can't he be responsible for his words? Why does he need to apologize for his opinion, or for his not his qualifications, but for his requirements these days? You know what I'm saying? You know, now some might want to ask, you know, have you seen some pictures of Bam as a baby? I'm pretty sure he has. You know, but that's that man's opinion. I don't understand why the fuck everybody's so goddamn mad. Okay. So anyway, he said he ain't apologizing. He was like, I talked to her, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't apologizing. So here go Mama D, you know, because I didn't raise you like that. And he was like, raise me like what? And this motherfucker talking about to be judgmental. That bitch said, yes, you did. You did raise me to judge people. And I believe it. First of all, I don't really put Mama D and raising in the same sentence. Because Mama D, you had a whole bunch of shit going on, okay? You was a goddamn pimp. You was a goddamn dope dealer. You was in a fucking domestic damn relationship with Ernest, and who else knows whatever the fuck else your ass was doing. So I don't know when you had time to actually be doing any raising. You know what I'm saying? And then I think you had a couple of jail trips in between. So I don't necessarily know when you had time to be doing some raising. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, child, but yeah, he clocked your ass and told you, bitch, you did raise me like that. You know, and she didn't want to keep going with that. You know, she would have talking about, well, you know, you been around me and I have gay friends and I have some transgenders. And he said, yes, you do. And them your people, not mine. Understandable again. You know what I'm saying? I completely understand it. So, you know, like I said, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. You know, everybody's not going to accept everything. That's like you still got white people in the world that don't accept black people as their equal. You know what I'm saying? That's the same. To me, that's the same thing. This is some shit that's been going on for hundreds of years, to where they still look at black people as being inferior. So they're never going to change their views on that. They're never going to accept our equality. You have some men that still don't they still look at women as less than. You know what I'm saying? So they're never going to accept our equality, okay? Men and women equality, they're never going to accept that. So you're going to have some people, men and women, that's not going to accept the transgender or gay lifestyle. The world still goes on, honey. You just get in your lane and you stay in it. I'm not saying you have to be in a shell or you have to hide who you are or whatever. But shit, just like a motherfucker say, I'm black and I'm proud. You know, just like we got all this woman's lib and all this here type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Do you? You know what I'm saying? Fuck what a bitch got to say. You know what I'm saying? If you rock with me, I roll with you. If you don't, fuck you, bitch. I'm still going on about my business. You know, so anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. So anyway, child, we go back over here to Jocelyn. Jocelyn, ma'am, I don't understand what you're doing. I don't understand what you're doing. First of all, why the fuck you got an office? Let's start there. Why you got an office? Okay. Somebody let me know. Okay. Number 2, I see we got Dawn back in the driver's seat of the pimp mobile, because Jocelyn says she got John. She got Dawn back booking her shows or whatever. Now, Jocelyn, I don't know where the fuck you doing these shows at, but honey, whatever, okay? So Dawn come bopping her ass up in there, you know, this and that. So then Jocelyn was like, well, before you get to that, let me go ahead and spill a little bit of tea or whatever. She was like, yeah, Stevie. So basically, Mimi is back being Molly the maid. We're going to find out that Jocelyn made the whole damn thing up or whatever. It ain't no babies. She ain't met up with nobody, which old Mimi has already confirmed that. So once again, I don't understand what you're trying to do. So then she says, because I want Mimi to get so mad with him that she puts him on child support and take all his money and this and that. Okay, well, how's that benefiting you? You know? And this is, once again, this is somebody that's supposed to be your husband. I don't give a fuck. We know this ain't your goddamn husband, okay? But we just go ahead and roll with the shit for the show. If this is supposed to be your husband, but you're doing too much. You're doing too much. So anyway, you know, she done devised this plan and done told Mimi about these babies, and she want Mimi to put him on child support and this and that. And Dawn sitting there like this was a wonderful idea. Bitch, I would have been confused because I'd have had to ask her, okay, so I'm trying to see when your come in at on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I miss it? Because, you know. But anyway, yeah, child. So they over there getting the kiki about that because she's saying how, you know, she went to Mimi and she was crying and she was this and that. And I was like, bitch, your character on the show has run its course. I think it's time for you to move on, honey. Because now you just making up shit and it just don't make no damn sense. So anyway, after Dawn got her little kiki off of that, she said, you know, her phone done been blowing up, honey. Her phone done been blowing up about inquiries about Miss Jocelyn Hernandez, honey. She managed to book her an invite, not a performance, but an invite to a party over there at Rick Ross' house. So Jocelyn is all geeked about that, child. So I mean, I guess the plan is to go there and network. But honey, I don't know who's gonna be checking for you now. I done heard you done did some song with Young Dro. I even heard that y'all supposed to be dating now. I like Young Dro. I told you I like asshole type shit. So I like Young Dro. But I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck you gonna be doing with Young Dro. Okay, I can barely understand what he's saying. Okay, he just speaking his own dialect of what's called English. I damn sure don't know what the fuck you be saying. So to put both y'all motherfuckers on a song together, I don't know. But yeah, child, that was that. So once again, I don't understand what you're trying to do. So you need to get that together. So then we go over here to Scrappy and Bobby Valentino. Is it Bobby Valentino or Bobby Valentine? Who is Bobby Valentine? Because this dude named Bobby Valentino. I don't know. Bobby Valentino, child. They got a little song out. I don't think I like it, but whatever. It's cute for whoever, okay? So Betty Idol show up with old stale face ass D. Smith. You know, she just come in just looking stank. Like, you know, bitch, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay, child. So after Scrappy gets finished performing, he goes over there, to talk to Betty Idle or whatever. And he did say that he was shocked to see D. Smith there, and at this point, he kind of know where the conversation gonna go. All right. So off rip, D. Smith, Betty Idle brings up the shit about the video or whatever, and Scrappy was like, okay, So now D. Smith, she scoops in and she puts in her opinion or whatever. And he basically explains his reasoning for saying what he said. And once again, he said that he meant that, okay? And I'm totally here for it, okay? So she was like, well, because he said basically, like I said before, you have some transgenders that's tricking these niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of them you can tell off rip. But then some of them, you got to study them motherfuckers for a minute, especially if it's some alcohol involved. You know what I'm saying? If it's some alcohol and some drugs involved, weed, coke, whatever the fuck it is that they be doing, when you put those things in the mix, you got to be a little more careful how you moving. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. So D. Smith was like, well, you have some that's sleeping with transgenders, and they know that they're sleeping with transgenders, but they don't want the public to know or outsiders to know, so they keep it on low. So Scrappy was like, yeah, you right about that too, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm gonna do a video about that shit too. So basically, D. Smith, you trying to prove a point, but you just proving Scrappy's point even more. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, well, why don't we do the video together? He was like, no, I ain't ready for all that yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ready for all that yet. And once again, my whole stance on it is, you can't force someone to accept something that they're not ready to accept. You know what I'm saying? Acceptance is an option. I have the option to accept, or I have the option to not accept. Okay? And I've already stated before that women are more accepting. Not all women, but I think the majority of women are more accepting of the gay lifestyle or the transgender community, that type of thing. And I don't even really want to call it a gay lifestyle. I don't know how to word it, but so I'm just going ahead and roll with that. You know what I'm saying? Women are more accepting of it. A lot of men are coming around, because I've come to find out straight men, they really don't give a damn. Okay, they're not gonna necessarily run and jump out and be hanging out with gay people or transgenders or whatever. But they're also not gonna, don't touch me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you're secure with your masculinity, you really don't give a fuck what nobody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? However, a lot of men not gonna put themselves in situations to where you just gonna be hanging out with them all the time, because I think it's like a mental thing. It's also like a pride thing as well, And then you got some men, they just ain't on that. A lot of them don't understand it, and a lot of them are not really, mature enough in the mind to understand it, so they just want to stay away from it. And then you got some of it that don't accept it because they fighting against their own demons, But like I said, women, we tend to be more accepting and loving, towards the gay community or the transgender community. When I was in high school, I think I did a video about this, not necessarily about this, but I did a video and this was included in it. When I was in high school, there were some gay guys that went to school with us. Now, it was some gay girls too, but we really ain't, who cares? You know what I'm saying? It was some gay guys at the school as well. 2 of them for sure, okay? And then it was some that, they weren't necessarily out, but it wasn't hard to tell, you know what I'm saying? And I've always been the type of person to where I put everybody on the same playing field, okay? I don't say, I don't treat nobody no different than I treat somebody else, okay? And they were just a part of my everyday life because we went to school together. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't give a fuck. I never asked them any personal questions about, about gay life or anything like that. This is my friend. We go to school, whatever. And this one guy in particular, I saw him maybe like 3 years ago. I saw him like 3 years ago. We were at a kind of like a little reunion that we threw together, and you know, when we saw each other, we hugged, and you know, he was happy to see me. I was happy to see him, and he basically told me, he said, you know, out of all the people, I always thought about you all these years. I always wondered, you know, where you was at or whatever, because for whatever reason, we're not friends on Facebook, but at the time we weren't. But he was like, you know, I always thought about you because you were one of the few people that never judged me. You know what I'm saying? You never judged me. You never made me feel uncomfortable. You never made me think that you were uncomfortable with being around me. You know, and he was like, I just want to thank you for that. You know, and we've been out of high school now for, at that time, I think we had been out for like maybe 15 years or something like that. So this was like a long ass time. And I was saying to myself, well, what would make you think that I would judge you? I didn't understand, because I don't judge people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no fucking body judging me, because what I do in my life don't affect no goddamn body else. And I feel the same way. So that's, like I said before, for those that are a part of the gay community, the transgender community, if people don't accept your life, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. But like Scrappy said, I'm not homophobic. And I don't think that Scrappy is homophobic. I don't think that he is. But I think that for his environment, that's not something that he's willing to jump into right now. And you cannot be upset with him about that. So D. Smith says that he told D. Smith that he appreciates her accepting his opinion. Then she gets in the confessional and says that she doesn't accept his opinion, but she's glad that he has one. Once again, D. Smith, honey, you can't make everybody accept you, and I don't even think it has anything necessarily to do with you, like as far as being a transgender. Some people, everybody ain't gonna fucking accept everything. You know, she was like, all lives matter. Yes, all lives do matter, and it is some fucked up people in this world, and they do some fucked up things to gay people, to transgender people, but they also do some fucked up shit to women. They also do fucked up shit to children. They also do fucked up shit to black people in general. You know what I'm saying? So, D. Smith, I think that while you so busy trying to get other people to accept everything about the transgender community or whatever, you are closed-minded your damn self. You're closed-minded your damn self, because if it's not your way, if you're not satisfied with what's going on, whatever, oh, it's fucked up, and oh, you don't, what I'm saying, whatever. And you can't be like that. You want somebody to accept you, but you don't want to accept nobody else. Like, fuck out of here with that. So that was that. Yes, that's that double standard shit. I ain't on that. So anyway, now we roll over here to Mimi and Rashida. Now, Mimi talking about how she done got sucked into the Stevie J and Jocelyn bullshit. Bitch, you didn't get sucked into nothing. Bitch, you was a willing fucking participant. You willingly hopped your ass right on in the middle of this shit. And once again, I don't understand why you give a fuck on either end. I don't understand why the fuck you over here having tea time with Jocelyn motherfucking ass after this motherfucker done stole your man from you right from up under your goddamn nose and talk shit to you about it and motherfucking bragged about it to your face every motherfucking chance that she got. I wouldn't give a fuck what Stevie did to that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give two fucks, okay? And then you over here sympathizing with Stevie, and bitch, for the same motherfucking reason that I would have told Jocelyn fuck you, I'd have told Stevie to fuck you for them same motherfucking reasons. But Stevie would have got to fuck you times 10, because bitch, your loyalty was with me. Our loyalty was to each other. Jocelyn didn't owe me no fucking no loyalty, no nothing. But bitch, Stevie, bitch, okay? You were held on a higher standard. So yeah, it'd have been fuck you to the both of y'all. I wouldn't give a fuck if y'all motherfuckers killed each other over there. But I wouldn't give a fuck if you had 10 goddamn kids. I would not care. Okay, so yeah, Mimi, you was a willing fucking participant. Now you want to holler about you got sucked in, whatever. So Rashida, she pulls up this picture once again. The bitch that claims she ain't messy, but whatever. She pulls up some picture talking about she had been on social media, blah, blah, blah. She pulls up this picture with Jocelyn and Rick Ross. There was some more people in the picture too. I think I saw Monica and somebody or whatever. So she in the picture looking awkward as fuck. I don't even think that bitch was looking at the camera. Jocelyn just looks out of place. When she be in the area with celebrities, she looks out of place, like she don't fucking blend in. Even when at the BET Awards, when her and Stevie came to the BET Awards, and I think Brandy had performed with Queen Latifah and Yo-Yo and MC Lyte or whatever, and they put the camera on Jocelyn. Jocelyn was looking like how Kim Kardashian was looking at I think it was the MTV Awards or something, that one year when her and Beyonce and Jay-Z and Kanye sat on the front row, and they was somebody was performing, and Child Kim was looking like she didn't even know where the fuck she was at. That's the same way that Jocelyn was looking. Jocelyn she just looks out of place. You don't look like no type of superstar, let alone the international superstar, because you don't blend in. But anyway, child, just to show, as Mimi just said, fuck Stevie and Jocelyn bullshit, I'm out of this shit, blah blah blah. Now you over here hollering about how he finna be going off once he see this picture and this and that and the other. I don't understand why you care. I still don't understand why you care. I still don't understand why you care, child. But yeah, now something happened at the end. I don't know if they showed the part where Stevie did that radio interview, because for some reason my shit didn't pick it up. I don't know if it's because I was in the middle of watching that recording when the Black Ink recording picked up. I don't know. Or maybe that was for the next episode. I don't think it was. I think they actually showed it on the night. But we all pretty much know what happens, because Stevie has been admitting for the past couple of months that him and Jocelyn were never married. But bitch, once again, you ain't telling us some shit that we didn't already know. When that bitch couldn't produce that motherfucking marriage license, and nobody could find a record of them being married on the internet, because bitch, that's public record. Because you damn sure can you can type my name in that bitch, you can pull up my shit. You can anybody that's married, bitch, put their name in and the motherfucking county that they was married in, and that shit will pull the fuck up. So I mean, that was my confirmation right there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's all that happened on tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, all that good shit. Until next time, y'all. Peace out.